negative polarization. People that are STS express harm in order to learn higher truths that help them evolve. Yet what is referred to in this context is when there is intentional torture of living things that is used for personal entertainment, parasitism, or slavery, as has happened to the earth.
Listen.
Intentional harm has an energetic consequence of cause and effect backlash that creates serious imbalances, and if intentional harm is directed to hurt others, or the self, that energy will be returned to the being at some point in time to make amends, to heal,
Return
rebalance.
to sender.
When a person is unconscious, and has little to no self-awareness of the impacts generated from the choices they make that direct their consciousness energy, that person generally receives loads of karmic lessons and destructive patterns to push them towards balancing their life experiences through resolving conflicts, finding forgiveness, and making peace in their relationships.
Polarity.
Conversely, the Na taught the people that wanted power over others on this earth that they could delay the process of cause and effect backlash through the stealing of other people's soul energy, and thus blood sacrifice, SRA, and pedophilia became the primary method of which the power elite were able to delay responsibility for their actions, or they could superimpose the karmic exchange onto the classes they called as slaves to carry their burdens.
Stealing our soul energy.
These controller groups were able to prolong their life in such way they were not being recycled, and they would resume their power positions in the bodies, bloodlines, that the Na put them in order to continue to enforce their enslavement agendas over great lengths of time. This is one of the reasons that achieving immortality in the physical is so important to these parasitic people, because they want to stay in the lower earth realm and not be forced by higher dimensional laws to answer to cosmic justice.
Listen.
The recurring births in the same ruler bloodlines happened as long as they continued to enforce the structure of mass deception, kept silent, and performed their duties for serving the Na. They generally are split souls with genetic chimerism or reptoid hybrid influences, which are easily able to reach dissociative states to be possessed and used by an entity of the same genetic line that can commandeer the body completely.
Disassociation.
Currently, the world slavery system is used to parasitize soul energy but also to superimpose karmic exchanges on the masses, and is an important reason the Na fight so hard to retain their control and access over Earth and the inhabitants. The humans controlled by the Na have Stockholm Syndrome, and have been dehumanized to such levels of fragmentation they act like a feral animal cornered in a cage, not comprehending how they can exist any way else but to be in the mind control matrix enmeshed in a codependent parasitism with these dark forces.
Stockholm, forgetfulness.
The worldwide satanic agenda. Although unpleasant to comprehend, there is a worldwide satanic ritual abuse, SRA, agenda, which promotes the main methods behind the archontic deception strategy that can be easily seen covertly operating in a variety of social structures, is designed to enslave humanity and so they can be parasitized by non-human forces who cannot sustain their own energetic source.
Parasites.
See SRA, Satanic Agenda and Galactic Human Slavery for more complete information.